It's 104.8 Channel 4. It's Sean here hanging out with you this afternoon. Time for another edition of Smart Moves in Real Estate, brought to you by Property Finder, of course. They're doing unbelievable things in the real estate game at the moment, and today we're diving in to smarter home searching and how tech is changing the way we buy and rent, and it certainly is happening at a fast rate. And here to tell us all about it is Svetlana Vasilieva, and she's the head of secondary sales at the Metropolitan Premium Properties. Very official title. Svetlana, thank you for joining me this afternoon.
Thank you, Sean. Pleasure meeting you.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you as well. Now, let's start, Svetlana, let's just talk about how tech, it's reshaping so many industries, and property and real estate is no doubt getting restructured as well. Property Finder has actually been on the forefront of a lot of this reshaping, but let's talk about it from your perspective. How has it transformed the home search experience here in the UAE?
Well, definitely tech has transformed the experience positive, and it is clear that the first action of home seekers is to utilize the major property portals like Property Finder when starting the new home search. So Property Finder has an app, it has a website and a mobile-friendly platform where our clients or home seekers can filter or save properties and set alerts for their preferences. These days, there are so many websites and options available, and it is crucial for the buyers to have a certain platforms to centralize their activities. However, I always say it is extremely important to have a reliable and a trustworthy real estate agent that is an expert in the area you are looking for, who can basically verify the information for you, which information is valid, and to provide the key points every client needs to make a final decision on so many options available.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about how people are getting busier and busier, our lives, our schedules. It's getting harder to actually go and physically see homes, and that's where virtual tours come in. They've really taken off. How do you think that they're changing the way that people view and also choose properties?
I wouldn't say that it's the main tool, but it can help in the journey. There are a very useful way for the clients to immerse themselves in a property, especially off-plan properties, where it's not really possible to physically visit the property, right? It's also vital for the overseas clients or investors who are unable to visit the location to virtually see the potential purchase. I think that real estate agencies have to focus on the transparent guidance to best serve their clients. An example, we have a community guide videos on our Metropolitan website and the YouTube channel, which can give the expert information on the key areas for the client.
Now, let's talk about your experience. What digital tools or features do you think are making homes searches easier and also more successful today?
Well, definitely tools like Data Guru by Property Finder and the online valuation tool on the Metropolitan website are great to instantly give our home seekers updated information on the property prices and the transaction history and rental rates and in general the real estate market activity.
And how can home seekers use technology to avoid, some common pitfalls like overpaying or rushing decisions or maybe even missing better opportunities?
As we said at the beginning, technology is extremely useful, and it is extremely useful to show verified properties, and not only verified properties, but the agents and agencies to the clients so they can know who they can trust. When going to Property Finder portal, badges like Super Agent, for instance, can help the clients to know which agents are actively making deals in the market, which agents are being experts in the areas, and which agents are responsive to the client's needs. At Metropolitan, we have one of the highest number of the super agents in the market, and our agency is centered around delivering first-class service to our clients.
It's all super interesting stuff, and it's moving at such a fast pace. It is hard to keep up, but I'm glad there's people like you that can break it down and explain it to simple people like me. Svetlana, head of secondary sales at the Metropolitan Premium Properties. Thank you so much for joining me, and thanks for all the information this afternoon.
Thank you, Sean. It was a pleasure meeting you once again.
An absolute pleasure. You can join us next week as we explore more on smart moves in real estate. All thanks to Property Finder, the region's leading property portal at 104.8 Channel 4.